All right, hey, Shalom. First and foremost, want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakah, Quadash. Double honors due to the apostles, the bishops, and the elders of Great Millstone who were well. Peace, blessings, and safety to the Lord's elect. All right, it's the brother Yeshaya, part of Minnevalis, South Carolina. And this lesson right here, this video epistle through the Spirit is going to be about basically, for brothers that have kids or sisters too, but more overly addressing and talking to the Akim. All right, our kids have their own stories as well. All right, and we always have to remember that, because we have our own story, and we're not to get it intertwined or misconstrued with their stories, even though they're our offspring, so to say, right? Because we have our own stories in this thing. All right, the Lord has a tailor-made cookie cutter path, so to say, serrated path that us brothers have to go through, and it's each our own. Okay, our stories have been written, okay, before, when the foundations of the earth was laid. All right, our stories were written in the heavens for whatever and what I mean by that is whatever we were to go through on this earth, especially, to suffer, all right, and to be partakers in the sufferings of Yahushua. That's, it's fine tailored to each of us or our own, okay? Some brothers, have certain things and trials that other brothers don't have to, but we're all going through it, just like the scriptures say, okay? That is these trials and tribulations basically that are accomplished in your brethren that's in the world, okay? But at the same time, our kids, okay, you can get a soft heart, like, dang, it's about to get bad out here. These kids, kids are always in the pantry, always, always hungry. All right. And, as long as we're doing what we need to do, the Lord is going to protect us and going to provide for our children as well, if it's written in the story. But some of us, let's be honest, our kids probably ain't going to make it. All right. That's for some of us. And that doesn't mean that we're not part of the elect. And I'm saying some of us because I don't know whether or not my kids are included. I pray to the Lord and I hope that they're, written in the book of life, or that they're part of the elect. But they all have their own stories, Each of them have their own stories to basically live out. So, and I'm trying to grasp that, and basically, just getting prepared, okay? Because we can't just think that automatically, just because, because our story is not even sealed yet. I mean, like Matthew 24th chapter states, the 13th verse, he that endureth to the end, the same shall be saved. So no one knows up to that point. And the scriptures say the righteous shall scarcely be saved. So if the righteous scarcely be saved, where will the ungodly and the wicked appear? Roughly paraphrasing. Sorry for butchering that, but I don't have my scriptures right now, but roughly paraphrasing. So it's gonna be, I speak as a man, but just going off that and from extrapolation, the elect barely gonna get out of here. Okay, I don't know. I had a dream a while ago. This is a dream that always stuck with me, and I don't usually have dreams like that unless they're like totally bugged out, crazy ass, wicked ass dreams, man. You know how you're on a football field and you try to throw a ball as hard as you can and it only goes like 5 feet, shit like that, man. But anyway, damn, off track. What I was saying. Oh yeah, that dream that I had a while ago. I forgot when, but it was years ago. I was in a field and I was with some people. Like, it was a grass field. I think we were in chains or something. We was on the run. It was a beautiful grass field, like a pasture, like beautiful, nothing but green grass, like bright green, fresh grass, right? And it was hills and everything, like hills, prairies and everything like that. And I saw, just felt this sense of dread, right? And I saw and I heard and I felt from the like you looking at the atmosphere and basically just feeling it. Nuclear missiles entering the atmosphere, right? They were entering the atmosphere, and you know, I was just praying to the Lord, like, damn, this is it, you know. And it started getting closer and closer, and then I think that's when the dream ended. I don't know whether, you know, I know for sure that I didn't have a dream of being in a chair and getting uplifted, but I felt like, okay, hey, you know, the righteous is scarcely gonna be saved. I believed I was gonna get saved. I wasn't scared. I didn't think I got destroyed, but the dream didn't finish to where I would, you know, I had a conclusive answer or whatever, you know, ending to it. But anyway, that's how our journeys are gonna be, man. And you know, our kids, man, it's a lot of ways that the Lord can do this thing, man. All right, He can have mercy on our kids by, you know, just, I mean, you know, just not saying, but just let me just be honest, just taking them out before the time comes, taking them out before Jacob's trouble comes, whether it be in their sleep or, you know, not some horrific way, you know, whether however the Lord want to do it. All right, because we got to think of these certain scenarios. We're going to either be in concentration camps in the wilderness, and us with little kids, it's going to be a burden, kind of. But the thing is, man, the Lord is so merciful, man. So it's like he has our children, man. And if He doesn't, we can't, you know, get offended in Him and say, all right, well, this isn't it, or, you know, you get offended. Mind you, we're at the end, and you decided to get offended right at the end, you know, just because the Lord had it to where, you know, your son or your daughter didn't make it, you know. I don't want to go out like this. So that's why, you know, Lord willing, this made sense, because this stuff, certain things I think about, okay, that could potentially happen, you know, just to be mentally prepared, man, and to really gird up your loins, because the Lord can do however He wants to, man. And we have to be all right with that, whether, you know, our kids make it or, you know, they don't, because even if they don't, Lord willing, we make it, we will be their progenitor for eternity, you know, whether they get raised up, all right, if they are the elect and they get raised back up, you know, like the scripture said, you know, many times when, look at Job lost his children, all right, the Lord gave them back to him in that lifetime. Okay, so how much more, you know, it happens. And then the account of the woman with the 7 children, okay, the Maccabees, all right, she said that, you know, she knows she will see them again, all right, when they got brutally tortured, all right, for not eating swine. Okay, look, y'all people can't even not eat swine. And back then, it was a deadly offense to eat swine, man. Our people would face death rather than eat some damn pork, man. And y'all just, anyway, not to go on a tangent, but yeah, so we just have to have that hope in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua that at the end of the day, you know, His will be done, and Lord willing, our, you know, our wants and our, you know, it'll fall into that. All right, and sometimes it does, you know. That's not going off by saying that, but Lord willing, I'm gonna end it with that. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, B'Shem Yahushai, B'Hashem Rekah HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, elders, great millstone who were well. Peace, blessings, and safety to the Lord's elect out there. Shalom.